10 cities, 10 different ways to experience beauty, and perhaps one of them will be your next destination. Let's dive in. Number 10. Bilbao. There was a time when Bilbao was nothing but steel, smoke, and factories. A working-class city born from iron and hard labor. But time and art transformed it. Today, Bilbao rises again as a symbol of reinvention. The Guggenheim Museum, with its titanium curves shining under the sun, is not just a building. It's a statement. A living sculpture that changed the fate of an entire city. Around it, the Nervion River winds like a mirror, reflecting a modern Bilbao, still proud of its industrial soul. In the Old Town, narrow streets and traditional taverns keep the Basque essence alive. Here, one can smell codfish al pil pil, hear the murmur of conversations in euskera, and feel the warmth of a culture that never forgets who it is. Every stone tells a story. Every bridge connects past and future. Bilbao didn't settle for survival. It chose to be reborn. And it did, with art, fire, and heart. Each city has its own charm, but those to come have something truly special. Stay tuned. The best is yet to come. Number 9. Girona. In the heart of Catalonia, hidden among green hills and the murmur of the Onyar River, lies Girona, a city where time seems to have stopped. Its colorful houses lean over the water, painting reflections that look like dreams. And its ancient walls, which once defended empires, now guard centuries of history. The Col Juif, the Jewish quarter, is a labyrinth of cobbled alleys and ancient silences. Here, every shadow holds a secret. Every door seems to whisper. From the top of the city walls, Girona unfolds like a medieval tale. Towers, domes, reddish rooftops. And in the distance, the echo of the past. Eiffel's iron bridge crosses the river like a sigh from another time, reminding us that beauty can also be simple. Girona doesn't need to shout to be heard. Its charm lies in calmness, in corners discovered slowly, like a poem read at sunset. Number 8. Cordoba. In the heart of Andalusia, where the sun burns heavy and the air smells of orange blossom, Cordoba shines like an ancient treasure. It was Roman, Visigothic, Arab, and Christian. And from each civilization, it kept an indelible mark. The mosque cathedral is its most precious jewel, a forest of columns and red and white arches stretching seemingly into infinity. Inside, light filters through like a prayer, and one feels, more than sees, history breathing between its walls. Walking through the old quarter is to lose oneself in a maze of whitewashed walls, balconies dripping with flowers, and blue doors hiding courtyards full of life. Every May, Cordoba's patios bloom in a festival of color. Water sings in the fountains, the scent of jasmine fills the air, and the whole city seems to transform into a garden. Cross the Roman bridge at sunset, watch how the sun gilds the stones, and you'll understand why Cordoba isn't just visited. It's felt, it's breathed, it's remembered. Number 7. Salamanca. They say Salamanca isn't lit by lamps, but by the golden glow of its stone. The sun caresses the facades, and everything burns in an ancient radiance. The Plaza Mayor, heart of the city, is one of the most beautiful in Spain. At night, its warm light embraces every passerby, as if time paused for an instant. But Salamanca isn't only beauty, it's wisdom. Here stands one of Europe's oldest universities, where generations of thinkers left their mark. The two cathedrals, old and new, rise in majesty, keeping centuries of faith and art. And among its streets, a small house bears a facade covered with seashells, the Casa de las Conchas, symbol of pilgrims and journeys. In Salamanca, every corner has a voice. It's a city where words have weight, And silence teaches too. Number 6. Toledo. Toledo is a city that never ages. It seems suspended in time, as if the Tagus River surrounded it not with water but with a mirror of centuries. From afar, its silhouette crowns the hill. Towers, walls, bell towers, all wrapped in a golden light that never fades. To walk through Toledo is to walk through the history of Spain. Christians, Muslims, and Jews lived here, leaving traces that still breathe in stone and prayer. The Primate Cathedral stands in Gothic grandeur. The Alcazar, proud and silent, watches from above. And in the workshops, the hammer of the steel artisan still rings. Its narrow streets, arches, hidden plazas, everything in Toledo seems to whisper, "Remember." And one does, though not sure what exactly, only that the soul feels it's been here before. Number 5. Valencia. Valencia is fire and water, tradition and future. The sun falls on its beaches and the waves break like applause against the shore. At the city's heart, the city of arts and sciences rises like a vision of tomorrow. White, bright, curved like a futuristic dream. But just a few steps away, the old quarter keeps the soul of centuries past. The central market bursts with aromas and colors: oranges, olives, saffron, fresh bread. Valencia isn't just eaten. It's tasted with all 5 senses. And when March comes, the city bursts into flames with Las Fallas. Fire, sound, emotion, a spectacle that celebrates life and rebirth. The old bed of the Turia River, now transformed into an endless garden, winds through the city like a green serpent. Here, Valencians walk, laugh, love, under a sky painted just for them. Valencia is color, energy, pure Mediterranean joy. Number 4. San Sebastian. In the north, where the Cantabrian Sea kisses the mountains and the wind carries the scent of salt and rain, lies San Sebastian, a jewel that seems to float between the blue of the sea and the green of the hills. Its Basque name, Donostia, sounds soft, almost like a melody, and that is exactly what this city offers: a perfect harmony between elegance, serenity, and nature. La Concha Bay, a flawless curve of golden sand, is one of the most beautiful landscapes in Europe. From above, it looks like a blue caress painted with a brush. From the shore, it feels like the sea's embrace. Here, the waves don't roar, they whisper. The wind blows gently, carrying the echo of church bells, the scent of salt, and the murmur of conversations along the promenade. San Sebastian is not only seen, it is heard, smelled, and tasted. The sound of clinking glasses on the terraces blends with laughter and the faint music of cutlery. Because here, gastronomy is not just pleasure, and it's a religion. In the old town, bars overflow with pinchos, small works of art atop bread. Each one tells a story. The cod speaks of Basque sailors and their voyages. The changuro, sea crab, evokes the taste of the Cantabrian depths. And the aroma from the kitchens is a promise, the promise of a bite that unites land and sea in perfect harmony. Climbing Mount Igueldo at sunset is like watching a painting come to life. The view stretches across the bay, Santa Clara Island, the boats rocking softly, the lights beginning to shimmer along the promenade. Everything seems suspended in a moment of perfection. From up there, the city looks small, but its beauty, immense. Descending afterward, as night falls, feels like stepping into a living postcard. Lamplight reflected on the water, soft music drifting through the streets, and the murmur of the sea accompanying every step. Number 3. Granada. Granada cannot be explained. It must be felt. It must be dreamed. At the foot of Sierra Nevada, where snow touches the sky and the air smells of jasmine, the city blooms between shadow and light. Granada is an impossible fusion that somehow exists. East and west, past and present, stone and soul. High above, overlooking the city, stands the Alhambra, a palace not built merely from stone, but from dreams. Every arch feels like a sigh suspended in time. Every fountain murmurs a prayer. Its gardens are poems written in water and shade. The Court of the Lions, with its columns like marble palms, is a dance frozen in eternity. They say that if you listen closely, you can still hear the echoes of Nasrid poets reciting verses beneath the moonlight. And when the sun sets and golden light brushes the walls, the Alhambra becomes fire. It is not a monument. It is a heartbeat. Across from it, the Albayacin stretches white and eternal, a maze of narrow alleys and whitewashed houses. From its lookouts, the view of the Alhambra is almost unreal, like a vision, a painting suspended in the horizon. The Mirador de San Nicolas is the heart of this enchantment. There, guitars play at sunset, travelers fall silent, and the sun paints the city in shades of gold, copper, and wine. It is a moment no one forgets, a promise etched into the soul. Number 2, Barcelona. Barcelona isn't visited. It is breathed. It's a city that vibrates, that never sleeps, that shines between the sea and the mountains. From sunrise, the Mediterranean light caresses it with golden brilliance. Palm trees sway along the waterfront, cafes fill with voices, and the air smells of toasted bread and salt. The heart of the city beats in the Gothic quarter, where narrow streets twist into stone labyrinths. Here, every corner holds centuries of history. Hidden squares, ancient churches, balconies bursting with flowers. Walking through these streets feels like traveling back in time, and at the same moment, stepping into something alive, vibrant, modern. Because Barcelona has a unique gift. It embraces its past without ever ceasing to look forward. Its spirit lives everywhere, in the impossible mosaics of color at Park Güell, as if born from a child's dream, in the sinuous curves of Casa Batlló, where the walls seem to ripple like waves, and above all, in the Sagrada Familia, a creation that still grows, an eternal miracle in progress. Stepping inside is like entering a forest of stone and light. The columns rise like trees toward the heavens. The stained glass paints the air in vivid colors, and the silence feels sacred. Outside, the towers continue to climb, as if the city never wanted to stop dreaming. Number 1, Seville. And at the end of the journey, Seville, the burning jewel of the south. The city where the sun doesn't warm, it blazes. Where the air smells of orange blossom and guitar strings. Here, life isn't lived. It's sung. It's felt. It's danced. At the heart of the city, Seville's cathedral rises proudly. Inside, the tomb of Columbus rests under a dome of light. And the Giralda, an ancient Arab tower, watches over the city with eyes of centuries. The Royal Alcazar is a dream of water and mosaics. Its courtyards filled with orange trees, its fountains, arches, reflections. Everything seems woven by the hand of time. But the true soul of Seville lives in the Santa Cruz quarter. White alleys, flowers on the walls, taverns where wine and laughter never end. And when night falls, a woman steps onto the stage. The guitarist tunes his strings. Silence falls. And suddenly the flamenco bursts. A cry, a sigh, a whole life in one voice. That is the heart of Andalusia. Passion, art, fire. In Plaza de España, water reflects the moonlight. The tiles tell the story of every province. And the music continues, soft, eternal. Seville is unforgettable. It stays within you, because it's a living city, burning, teaching that even the soul can have rhythm. Spain awaits you. Every city, every street, every sunset holds a story only you can live. You've just seen 10 beautiful cities, but there are still countless places to explore together. Subscribe, and don't miss what's coming next.